Hello everyone, welcome back to Mindful and Mellow. So today is Monday, April 27th. I figure maybe we'll do a quick tarot reading. We'll use the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. We can use the Life Purpose Tarot cards as well. And then I can use Robin Wood Tarot to clarify anything that comes up. And we'll see, we'll get some guidance for the week ahead since it's only Monday. Only Monday. I don't have the best lighting, so I apologize for that. As you probably know, I don't do a whole lot of editing or a whole lot of sophisticated recording. Prove that you don't really have to do that kind of thing. But let's see what comes up for the week ahead. What do you need to know for the week ahead? An intuitive reading. What do we need to know for this week? Justice. 8 of Cups. What are you walking away from this week? Or what do you need to walk away from this week? Maybe you walked away before. The 9 of Wands. I'm sorry, the King of Wands. King of Wands. All right, very good. Let's kind of see if we can get some additional guidance on your life purpose, too. Let's use the Life Purpose Oracle cards and see what comes up here. All right, let's just cut the deck. Well, cut it once, cut it twice. This one feels like the card. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Now that's kind of funny because the last reading I did with this card came up and I kept it out. Strength. Find your inner strength. Resilience, courage, perseverance, and growth. So really interesting. So the Justice card, this could be some sort of a decision or a judgment. I mean, if you've been waiting on a decision on anything in particular, this might be the week that you get it. You might get a decision on a job, is kind of what I'm getting, or something along that line. Because this does show me like you might be moving on from it. Like this is definitely like a decision or a judgment. Or it can also just be fairness too. Maybe the scales tipping back in your favor. And something that wasn't fair is kind of reverting back to the mean is the term I just got in my mind. But it could also be encouraging you like the decision's been made and now you need to go. You or someone needs to go. So this could be somebody else in your life that's going. So, you know, if you've been dealing with somebody who's been difficult at work or you've been waiting on a job, this could apply to both of those situations. You know, take what leaves and take what leaves. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I do feel like there's going to be some sort of a decision this week and someone's going to walk away from something. Okay? That might be you. You might need to walk away from something. But I do get with this King of Wands that it's kind of like walking into like a whole new, like I feel like you're walking away, or whoever this is they're walking away from something that like really they had overstayed. Like they had overstayed, not their welcome, but they had just stayed too long, okay? And they're moving into something that's going to be much more interesting, much more suitable and fit for them. And it'll be one of those things, whoever this is, whether it's you or somebody else, they could look back and be like, that was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. It's kind of what I'm getting with this card because it got me into something that helped me to get into something that I'm really good at and really interested in. I found that home. So that's kind of what I get with these cards here. Let's use Robin Wood Tarot, though, to kind of clarify each one of these. Tell us more about the Justice card. Tell us about the Justice card. Okay, so the five of Wands. So this is definitely like some sort of a judgment involving a disagreement or an altercation, perhaps. So it may not be a decision on a job. It could be something more about like a legal judgment, okay? You know, if you've been going through a divorce, a settlement, or you're just, you know, maybe like a malpractice lawsuit just comes to mind. Something like that, you may be getting that decision this week. The decision could come in as soon as this week, or you're moving in that direction very closely. Tell us more about this 8 of Cups. So we have the 6 of Swords. Now notice he's in a boat. He's in calm waters. He's moving into calmer waters. He's moving away from these storm clouds, okay? Storm clouds are moving away. This is, whatever you're leaving behind is bringing you into a calmer, whole place, okay? So you also have kind of like the shadowy figure here. It's kind of like the guardian angel maybe, or like your spirit guides. So whatever this is, you're being guided to a brand new direction, and it's going to bring you a lot of peace and tranquility. And again, like I said, I still maintain with the King of Wands here, you're moving in a direction of something that suits you better, But this is definitely a moving on into something calmer and better. So feel, you know, endings can be difficult if you're leaving something behind. Sometimes it's time, and sometimes those things serve us really well when we do move on. And then lastly, the King of Wands, we have the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords could be about a decision. She's got to make a call. She's kind of holding these swords up in the air, and it's like, is this a yes or no, a left or right, yay or nay? What kind of decision is she facing? This is definitely a decision. kind of be also kind of like going in within your own mind. Sometimes I get with this card, in relation to the King of Wands, or as we call him in this deck, the Rods. I think that this is something that you might not be. It's in your subconscious mind, something that maybe you're interested in doing, but it's not blatantly like obvious to you because you kind of got this blindfold on, so you're not seeing the full picture. Is also what I'm getting too. You're not seeing everything. So if you're kind of like, I don't know what this is. This might be saying it hasn't come to light yet. You'll know more soon, but not yet. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting with this. So it's kind of wild. Let's use to close this out. Let's use the Clarifying Life Situations deck. And this is just a very short reading side. We'll keep it very short, and sometimes that's okay, right? All right, this one was called My Name. Labyrinth of choices. Chart your course through perplexing labyrinth of choices. Embracing each turn is part of your complex journey. So there's definitely a journey for you. I think you really kind of need to get in touch and like what is your true heart's desire? What really lights you up? What is kind of not? Maybe you need to do some sort of like a mind map or do some meditation and journaling and see if you can kind of come to that conclusion. So with that, everybody, I thank you for being here. I'll be back again real soon.